Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Unabridged here on the Primus server. Now last time I was a little let down that we were not able to connect our ME system to the logistics pipe network. Well, you can connect them, but I should say we can't read the inventory from our logistics pipe network from AE. Some of you guys gave me a lot of really good tips on what to try out, and I spent quite a lot of time in the testing world after recording the last episode. And I was not able to read the inventory from Logistics Pipe from AE. Now, some of you guys, I think, got it confused. And you linked either videos or told me about a way that I can possibly read that. And I wanted to just explain why that way works. And we're actually going to set it up today towards the end of the episode over here. You can request items via your logistics pipe system, this guy right here, the remote orderer, and get them out of your AE system. That way is possible. So logistics pipe getting stuff from AE is possible, but from AE getting stuff from logistics pipe system is not possible. I just wanted to clarify that in case you guys are wondering why one way works and the other one doesn't. So check it out. After last episode, I said I'm going to start making the applied logistics storage the master, okay? And we are going to pretty much enslave logistics pipe to applied logistics, meaning that a lot of places and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to keep all this here the same way it is now. So you can also call these slaves here, the logistics pipe system to the ME system, subnetworks. It is somewhat true than over here with the bees and so on, and possibly the wood production and the likes and other places, that those are going to be run on logistics pipe system, but our main storage is going to now completely turn over to applied logistics. Because I need to be able to handle it all centrally from one place. And if I leave it the other way, it's just not possible. So what I did between episodes here is I tore down all these storages from RF Tools, and I replaced every single barrel that we had here with storage drawers. And I did the same thing in the basement here. Okay, this used to be the Buildcraft piping, which still comes out over here. And I will set this up with you guys now, all of this, to be connected to applied logistics. All the things that I brought down, I imported them all into these drives. I made another 10 4K drives, and after I was done importing everything, every one of these storage cells here was either orange or red. Now, orange means all types are used. You guys see that 63 of 63, and red means that all bytes are used. So either it still had room for different types, but it was full on storage, or vice versa. And I'm like, what is going on? How do I have so much stuff? This is 20 storage cells. There's no way, right? Here's the culprit right there. We have 222 different plant mega pack flowers. Besides 3, these bamboo up here. They're not actual flowers, but they're also from plant mega pack. So I went through the ME system and took out all these flowers out by hand. There's still a lot of other flowers in here too, which I probably want to take out also. You guys see here all the Botania stuff, of course, and then we still have the Minecraft stuff. Can I see it like this? Let's see here, like tulips and dandelions and daisies. So there's a bunch of things, that are still in here, but this was the culprit right there. So I took them all out, and I think I know a way that we could access these also. But let me, where do we start? Oh yeah, of course. You guys see all these are upgraded. Whoops, I went the wrong. No, it's right here. All of these are upgraded with emerald upgrades, because emeralds I happen to had a lot from mining in the Nether. I had a ton of emeralds, okay? And I also wanted to show you guys this here. The villager spawners right here, right now, in there. And you know what? I actually never checked if I have it set to exact copy or not. But as fast as they're spawning, I don't think so. Oops, sorry. We gotta turn off the slaughterhouse. So you can spawn villagers, okay? Like this. And then you just wait until you have a few, and I'm just gonna stop it right now. And I added a trading post here. And that shows you all the trades we have there, okay? And then I was looking through some trades. I kept going forever and kept killing these guys off to find trades that give me also a lot of emeralds. And I found a few of them and got more emeralds that way that I needed. So now I can go ahead and kill these off. I don't need them anymore. Now, where do we start? I think we're going to start up here. Oops, sorry. While I was showing you, I made the emerald upgrades. And there's another upgrade I want to make. And that is the void upgrade. Storage drawers right there. This one right here. No, not that one. This one right here. The void upgrade, which is the same one as the void upgrade on the barrels, but I'm gonna need a lot of obsidian. And there are certain ones that I want to use this on. For example, you know, rotten flesh, bones, arrows, spider eyes, silk, and so on. Everything down here pretty much I want to add this. So if I ever forget to turn off a mob farm, stuff will still go in here, and then they just get voided if I have too much, right? And also up here on things like cobble, gravel, stone, a lot of these. You know, certain things I'm never gonna have too much, like, you know, soul sand or end stone. Here, for example, I got the 3 different dirts. I want to add it to these. Potsil, probably not so much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if I ever get a ton of this, you know, it doesn't go into the regular ME system. It will just keep putting them into the drawers and just void them. But in order to get a lot of obsidian, I added another igneous extruder over here, which I actually had. I have 2 more. I don't remember why I had 3 spare igneous extruders. But I found this guy, put it in here. It's hooked up to that water source right there. And underneath, I added a lava fabricator that just generates lava out of thin air for energy. And that goes up in here. And you guys see, whenever I need obsidian now, I can just take out a stack. And it's going to make me another stack. And that way, actually, do I have any in here? No. Okay. Because I still want to make sure that for now I put everything into the right drawers if I don't need it, right? So anyways, these obsidian, the void upgrades, I'm going to put them later on here. So why don't we start with this here now? How I'm going to hook this up is, that's why I switched everything to storage drawers. And that is with these drawer controllers right here. When you add a drawer controller to, let's say, all these storage drawers over here, somewhere up here, and you can then put a ME storage bus on that, and it can read all these drawers at once. Because that was kind of my fear, you know, if I switch to AE, I don't want to have to use a storage bus on every single one of them. And in Mod Sauce 1, we already used this in our storage over there. So I figured, why don't we do the same thing over here, right? But before we can run the actual cables, we need to set, or I want to set up a controller. And I figured I'm going to use this floor here. I moved the elevators you guys see around. It were over here, going down and one up. And then I had that brown colored one over here going up to this floor. Well, you know, it was kind of a pain in the butt going over into this other corner and backing up. So I decided to just move the elevator into the central spot here right next to the ME system. So it's easy to get up and down. And that also allowed me to go one more, because this is, I don't know if I ever showed this. This is an attic pretty much. I don't have any light here or anything because I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I still have a lot of room here. I guess that's what I'm trying to show you. And I decided to put the controller, and if we're going to start auto crafting and so on, I think I'm going to use this area here. Okay. The regular way to get up here is via these stairs. And I already marked out 3 different spots where I need to, actually not this one, I decided not to go here. Put this guy away. There is one I'm going to go down, whoop, right through here, down here, and this is going to feed these guys and then run over there to this area. And I'm going to have another one coming down. Where's the other torch? Wait, over here? I'm sorry, that's the one that's going to feed behind here. Yes, I forgot that. I changed my mind, I guess. So this is where we're going to come out from. So I figured I want to have the controller central here. So we can go from every side on the controller and, you know, make the most out of the channels. So why don't we set this up? Let's see here. I'm going to have, what's behind here? That's just the outside wall, okay? So I probably want to keep 3 or behind it. So if I ever have quantum rings, I could put them back there. So right here, and why don't we leave 1 this way? And we'll set this guy up right here. And I made 20 of these controller blocks because that's going to give us a... Oops, not here. Just a small hollow cube. There's all kinds of ways to, you know, get the most possible channels out of your controller. But honestly, who cares? It's nice for theory crafting. But if I ever run out of sides here, because every one of these faces here can, you know, handle 32 channels via dense cable. If I ever need more, I just make this cube longer, taller, whatever I want. Don't forget, you can only have 1 controller block in your system. Now this guy's gonna need power, but I'm hoping that I can just get this from the bottom. If it's connected via AE. So, why don't we start with this one right here? So, and I also, by the way, decided I want to run everything with brown cables. I've never used brown before, but we're going to use brown here because it kind of fits our color scheme here. And I could break this one here, okay? And then go in here with the cable, but I kind of want to keep this, you know, because this is a supporting beam. So we are actually going to run over, down, and then into the hole. And then we're going to go down here, like this. And the other one, I can keep it at this height. And I'm not worried about channels yet, because you guys see it's going to take very little channels of what we're doing here. So we're just going to run a regular cable with 8 channels. And we'll just keep bringing them down. Of course, we're going to pretty this up later. I should probably put something in here. Wait a second. That can't be like that. Sorry, guys. I don't think where could these logs have gone that I took out? This is not hooked up yet, so that's the only bad thing. Whenever I need wood, I need to come over here. So let me just take a stack in case I need more later. And come back over here. And where was it? 1 higher. Right here, yes. Sorry for making you wait on this, but this should really be a support beam holding the roof. Okay, and this way we can come down here. Go down as far as we can. And I am gonna put covers on here, don't you worry. But that is really something we can do later. So now here, I said I want to come over like this. And then bypass it. And that is why I made this down here. I want to run this in the floor. I decided I do like to see cables. But I don't, you know, want to force, like, coming underneath here and then have the cable spread out. So here in the bottom floor, I am going to hide the cables in the floor and then use the anchors to put them up. Why did I put... Oh, yes, I need that down here later. So let's just run it here. It's all gonna make sense when we are ready to hook it all up, guys. Don't you worry. And here we're gonna come from underneath. That was that third one that I had coming down over here that I just closed off a minute ago. And we are coming... Did you connect? Looks like it. Yes. Okay, so over here. So that's where we need to go there. We got over here. And then we need to still come this way. Ooh, I'm out of cable. Okay, no problem. Let's either make a few more or maybe I have a few more. I have more of these, okay. And let me get my cocoa. Get them all, so we got them. I'm just gonna use the regular... Oops. Only bad thing. I'm gonna use the regular Fluix cables for crafting, of course, when there's ever any recipes. And, you know, for bees and so on, we might switch up if there's something else we need. And now I'm hoping when I hook this up down here, that will actually give power to the controller. Yes. Okay, so we don't need to have the power source up here. I did not want to put a tesseract here or run the energy ducts up all the way here. Okay, so we got this now, and we're actually getting really close. We're almost done. Now, what we need to do here is, for example, on this section. Oh, I forgot. I also need to bring... I'm going to bring it over up here. Oops, 1, 2. There, and give me that back. Yep. Like that. Perfect. So, right here, we're going to put a drawer controller. Like this. Now, of course, nothing is happening. Actually, I want to see that like that. Okay. Now, how you connect this is with storage buses. And you simply put a storage bus on here, and it's already connected. Now, let's double check. Without doing anything, we got iron, copper, lead, and all this stuff here. And now if I check here, there's our iron blocks, our iron ingots, and our nuggets. It's all hooked up. That is all you need to do. Now, the problem, of course, is that these guys here will only talk to anything that is directly connected, not diagonally. So these 4 right here are not connected. We cannot see the gold and so on in there yet. But how we can do that is use a controller slave. And we just simply use that right there. So now that is connecting these sides together. So now if we go downstairs and check for gold, there's our gold. So that is connected, piece of cake. Now I am going to, I think by default we don't need to do it, but it just, I think is a good habit to do it. We don't need to import what is in these. I learned that in Mod Sauce 1, where I let me show you real quick. You know, when you do the partition here, it's gonna read everything that is in here. And this simply tells the storage bus, you're only allowed to put these things. We don't need that. The ME system is smart enough that if there is a storage, for example, the yellow right here, yellorium, sorry. If there's already a storage for yellorium, it will always try to put it there first. And I am simply going to make a priority plus 1000. Simply just to make sure to let AE know, hey, check here first. Because down here, I don't even know if you can set a priority on these. Yeah, you can. These have priority 0. So it will check the interfaces, all the interfaces that were set, sorry, all the storage buses that we're setting up first. And if there's nowhere a place for it, then it will put it into these drives. So now we're going to do the same thing over here. And here we're simply going to turn this up a little bit. We're going to put the slave. Actually, the slave still needs to go here. Yeah, we're going to do it the same way, actually. And we're going to put the draw controller here. And an interface, storage bus. I keep saying interface. Sorry about that. And we need another cable. And simply set this guy to plus 1000. Just to make sure it checks these first. Now we got this done. We got access to all our redstone and all that stuff. Let's just double check. Actually, let's double check something that is not back here. So this would be glowstone. Let's check if we can see glowstone in the system. Yeah, we can. It's all there. Perfect. And now we have this coming over here, this cable. And all I need to do here is just put down a drawer controller. Because it's connecting to both sides, even these in the corner are going to be, because, you know, it's touching everything. So what do we have in these here? For example, all the Thaumcraft shards. Let's make sure that we see those. No, of course not. I'm a knucklehead. We still need to put the storage bus. And we're going to put that here. Set it to priority plus 1000. And now we can check. Not Sahara, we want the shards. And there's our shards. They're all here. Also the dimensional shard. Awesome. Very cool. I like it. I think that is so cool that we can do this with the storage drawers. I remember they used to not have a void upgrade. That's why I never liked them. But since they have received a void upgrade a long time ago, it's not just been recently, they became so much better. Wait a second. Draw controller. Well, it doesn't matter which way it's facing. And there's our storage bus. And put the cable here. Set it to priority plus 1000. And now we should see all the other gobbledygook like cobblestone. Let's sort it here. Quick by number of items. There's our stone. There's our gravel. All the other ones, granite, andesite, diorite, and so on. So everything is here. Very, very cool. Now, underneath, and I just noticed, I actually need to make another storage bus and another controller. Let me just see if I have everything for that. Nope. Let me make one of you real quick. And now I can make another storage bus. Very good. And yes, drawer, controller. I need one more of these. And I'm sure I don't. Ooh, I have everything. Very cool. Wait, lucky me. I can keep recording. So now on this end here, it's going to be a little bit different. Because we're still going to have the items come, you know, from over here or from over there via Buildcraft pipes. But what I'm thinking of doing here is put the drawer controller right here. Okay? And now I need to get one other pipe real quick. And that is the clay pipe, which is the insertion pipe from Buildcraft. And if I am not mistaken, this one should, if it knows it's going here, put it in there. And of course, I still need to run it back up here to this chest. I don't want to change this just yet because it's not really important. I don't have the mob farm running yet. But it should, if it runs, put everything in here. We can actually give this a test in a minute. So let's unload this one real quick. Just getting it ready, and we're gonna do blazes. Just because. And load this real quick. And I want to get golden transport pipes, because the thing is that right now it will actually spit it out here if any, like, the blaze rods keep going by, because this chest is full. I had something planned with this I haven't gotten to yet. So let's just turn this on for a quick second. We don't need the slaughterhouse, we need the grinder, and I just want to see if these blaze rods will actually go in here, because everything here is connected again to this one drawer controller. Oh, what happened? Whoa, that was a nice lag spike there. We have 1109 in here. Do some killing here, come on. I can grab a bite to eat real quick. Alright, I see one coming. My fish. Let's see it coming up here in a second. I think it went in. And now we got 1110. So this works. That is perfect. I love it. So of course, like I said, I need to fix all the overflow system and so on up here. But that is not really important today. And I left all these pipes here for now because that just gives me a reminder of, you know, what I need to take care of, what I need to take out and so on. Oops, I forgot why we came down here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get everything done as quick as possible, and sometimes I forget what I'm doing. So check it out. Here is that left ME drive, and we can simply connect that down like this. And I kind of want to have the storage bus. I don't want to have it on top here. Okay. And I'm probably going to need to make more cables again. We can come up here. Guess what? We're going to hook something up here later too. Now you are coming here, here. Yes. I'm one short. You got to be kidding me. Ah, that sucks. Let's make some cable real quick. Do I have enough? Yes, but I don't want to use this one. I want to use the regular Fluix. Alright, let's make another stack and cocoa. Let's just make 8 right now. And I was going in the basement, not one up. So, and now it's connected. And of course, again, I forgot, we need to set this to 1000. So now I should also have access. What? Network Apprentice. What is that for? Reach 8 channels using the devices on your network. Seriously? Ah, we're really using 8 channels here? Oh, I only made a covered cable. My bad. I wanted to make a smart cable. I think that is with Redstone and glowstone, right? Something like that. I think so. Oh, that sucks that it makes the regular fluix again. Ah, well, give me those 8 and we color that again with cocoa. So you always gotta color the last part. Okay, that's good to remember. And yeah, it's all the way up here. Sorry guys, I will get the elevators down quickly. Alright, so now let's see. Yes, this is gonna show us 8 channels. Yes. Okay, so I probably will splice this off, but right now, today... No, I do need more than 8. Okay, no problem. Let's break this one right there. And we'll use another one right here. And hook that up. So now this one is probably down to... Why are you still showing 8? There we go, 7 and 1. Because this one here is getting an 8th channel right now. So check it out. Now that we have access to this storage, this storage, this storage, and the one down here, we have access to everything that we had before, excluding the wood out there right now. I gotta figure out what I want to do with this, but I need a minute for that. So now that we have all that, I want to have access to this via my remote orderer. I don't want this to change. If I'm somewhere, I want to be able to access all my stuff like before. It is just too convenient. So I ran power over here, and what we're going to do here is put the logistics power junction just like that. Oh, bummer. Gonna go here and then up. Something. Let me close this off here real quick, so I don't need to worry about this anymore. And we are going to, because I cannot connect anything to the top. I can only, I'm pretty sure I can't. Let's try it out real quick. Yeah, you guys see it does not connect to it. All right, so I'm gonna have to put the remote orderer, right? It cannot be there. Let me think here for a second. This guy right here needs to be like that. And yes, here we can put the remote orderer. So this guy, when he gets something, will put it into this one. It can't put anything into that one, so it doesn't matter. And on top of this, yeah, that works. I got it. Where is that? I thought I had another interface. No? Okay, I gotta make an interface real quick. You right there, give it to me. Oh, I feel so good having the auto crafting like that now, guys. You have no idea. And this one we can put right there. And hook it up to our ME system. That is now, excuse me, again, 8 channels. So we gotta be careful with that. And here I can set up a logistics provider pipe. Just like that, okay? And now if I take my remote orderer and bind it back here, check it out. I open it, I have access to everything in my ME system. Because this provider pipe here reads everything in the ME system as an inventory. And that is the magic here. So now let's test this real quick. Yeah, sure, I would like to have 2 sandstone. Bam, they're already here. And you guys see that it is also super fast now because it doesn't need to travel through all the pipes and stuff to get to the interface first. Now, the last thing we still need to do, and that one, where are we going to put that? Spider. I guess, because this is our input system, how I get stuff back here. We're going to put this one here. And now I need a extractor. It's an MK3. That's the one we were using. And I'm gonna need a chassis like that. And we are going to put... Oh wait, if it goes here... Whoops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to click with an empty, not with a wrench. There's no default route. So actually this guy needs to go away from here. I need another regular one. It makes sense in a second. So let's get a regular one of you. Yeah, that's all we need. And now I can set the... I don't like this. Let's put the ender chest right here. I might reorganize this area a little different because it's too crowded for my taste right here. I don't like not having that hallway right there, but it's fine. And this guy right here is gonna get the extractor MK3. So whatever is in here, it's gonna extract it. And I'm a dummy. I need 2 of these pipes. Ah. Like this. And because I need to hook it up to power here, and then we go one back up. Now this could be a loop. I think I'm overthinking this here. I need to have this for the power. I need to extract, and I need this one. I show you guys why I need this one. I need to set the route, yes. So when it puts it out here, it just knows, put it into the interface, which makes it go back into the ME system. But I think I'm gonna just need a plug. Let's get a plug here. And put that right there so it doesn't put it back into the chest. So now it can only go in here. Let's try this. So if I open this here, drop this off, and this, you guys see, it all goes into this interface and back into the ME system. So now it's awesome because we have instant access to anything we want from the ME system. And we can talk to everything else, to all these storage drawers and so on. And now that reminds me, I still need one more thing. So I'm going to need to make another one of these because I need another storage bus. But now I think I'm going to be out of channels. And that sucks. Let me see. Storage. Why don't I just finish it right there? Storage bus. This guy right here. So I need to make another one of these. And now I can make it. I'm out of a regular piston. Interesting. Okay. Give me a stack. Hello? What happened? Alright, let's just make one. Don't matter. And there it is. Because this one is 8 channels. Let me see up here real quick. Do I still have the cables? Only 3 more. I think I'm gonna have to... Bummer. I need one more channel, and I'll show you guys why. Because I want to put a storage bus right there. On this guy. Like that. But I'm gonna be out of channels now. At Mega... They do show up, but something else got not showed up. So now I have access to this. Now on this one, I am not going to put priority 1000. Because this one still has 78 empty slots. So that would mean if room is going to put in anything. And I only wanted to put this stuff in here. These flowers. And let me show you real quick here. I'm going to take half a stack of this. And I put it into the ME system. And because it already exists here, it put it back here. I don't know what happens if we put something into the ME system. Let's try it real quick with the spruce wood here. That it doesn't have yet. It did not put it in here. So I think the storage bus, like if it's already in here, put it in here. Otherwise, look for something else. At least I hope that's going to work. If you guys have a better idea on how we could set it up so only this plant mega pack flowers go in here, because I want to keep them for our botanical garden that we're going to work on, right? I want to keep collecting them. And you guys see over here, man, it's always night. You guys see over here in the tree breeding how many more flowers there are? So I run through here with the Horn of the Wild and pick up all these flowers and put them in the ME system, and they should be there. And I want to keep collecting them. Simple as that. So now let me think here for a second. where we could be missing one of the channels now. Because these things are still hooked up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this one. And 6. So we got 6 on this one for sure. And 7, 8, 9. So that should be 9 because only this one over here is by itself. Okay, I have an idea. I could be turning this the other way around. Come down with a cable over here that feeds this one. The one's down there. No. Okay, so what do we see? Copper is here. Redstone, copper, redstone, and shards. Because I think one of these 3 is now disconnected. Let's see. Copper is here. Gold is here. And the shards are here. So what is not getting a channel? I don't get it. There is 9. Oh, maybe the downstairs. Rotten flesh. That is it. This down here does not get a channel. Okay, so okay, guys, I just changed a bunch of the wiring around because I did not like to have to mess around with these channels. I split it up. This one is still the same. That uses 3 channels. And what that feeds, you can see down here, is the controller behind here, that storage bus, and these 2. That is all it does. So these 3 storage buses are hooked up to that one. And then I moved the one that we had back here that was going down right there. What actually goes here? I'm gonna need to have... I want to close up these holes too. I keep finding holes today. I love how fast this now shows up in the inventory. But I used this one and went out the backside here. 7 of 8 channels. And it goes in here, into the wall. And then goes down behind the enchanting area right here. And comes out from the top here. You know, earlier we had it connected coming down from here and coming over. And this now is split it up. So it goes down here. Feeds that storage bus down there. And then comes over and splits up to the import-export area and down to the main terminal. And then, of course, underneath over to this one. So now we got 1. I just want to count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where is the 7th? Oh, 7 right there. Yes, 7 channels. So we're full here again already. But I think that is good that we got this done now. Now there's one more thing I want to try out today. That I am not sure if it's going to work, but it would be cool. Now, remember that we had these things set up here. Keep these items stocked, okay? So if I have any of that ore, or over here, if I have any of the steel dust, is anything I have here, coal, okay? So if we have any of that stuff, bring it. And I would like to keep going there, and I'm not sure if that is going to work the way I want it. But we're gonna try something out. I'm gonna put an interface here. Of course, it's connected to the top here. So I wouldn't need that cover, but it doesn't matter. And what I figured we're gonna put here is a provider, because over here we're using a provider pipe, right, for that. And this provider pipe should be able to see this entire inventory also. And if we close this off now... Oh yeah, of course it doesn't work yet because we still need a power junction. I have another one. And I think, let me think here. It needs to be connected to this. Why don't we put that right here in the floor? Because there's power right there. Oh. Hey, dang it. It doesn't work because it needs to come from the side. Can you actually hook up power to underneath here? Probably. I think so. Let me get a redstone conduit. Have this run. Don't need you anymore. How am I gonna see this here? Can I see you from here? Yes, I can. Sweet. Give me these 2. Right there. Oh, that's how I had it before. This is the one that needs to go away. My bad. Now this needs to come over. I didn't even need the other one. So let's put the power junction here. And then we'll just need a regular one to connect this. And now all this... Yeah, now all this is hooked up. Sweet. So, let's see here. Let's say... How can I test this? Ah, sand. Do I have any sand? Yes, I do. Let's get one sand. Hello? Can I have one? Thank you. And let me put... Might need these in a minute. I don't need you. I might need this again. I don't need you. Now let's see if this works. If I tell this guy here, right there, keep item stocked sand. It works. That is awesome, guys. Because that means that none of this stuff here I need to change. That is really cool. Now, of course, we cannot make use of this back here yet. All this crafting, like this pipe, I'm pretty sure is gonna go away. And I might run an ME cable over here. And then change these guys out to also storage drawers. So, by the way, you guys see how fast this is going? I changed this to fertilized dirt. Some of you guys recommended that, and it seems to be growing a lot faster. Anyways, this one here, I'm going to figure out how to do between episodes, but it makes me really happy that this works. Ah, one more thing, of course, it cannot extract this yet. Alright, stop here for a second. Alright, you should stop now, right? Cool. Excuse me, guys, had an emergency cough here. Are you going to stop? Stop smelting. Hello. Okay, because the extractor doesn't know where to put it yet. So I'm guessing... Now I'm thinking we're at 8 channels, by the way. What I should be able to do here is... Whoops. Yeah, let's come over here with one gap. So these are not directly connected. I think that is fine. And if we make this our default route... And turn this guy... Actually, I want to see it full in action again. Sorry about that. Let's put this away and just keep one. I want to see if, you know, it doesn't come out there and then go in here again. That's kind of what I want to see here. I don't think it will. I think it's smart enough. Hey, I'm requesting something. So now, let's turn this off. Because it's going to, you know, keep bringing sand until we're out. So now the glass should go up there and go in. I love it, guys. This is awesome. And then, of course, now we can do things like this again. Let me get half a stack of iron. That should still work. Let me think here. Yes, all I gotta do is put it in here. And now I want to see. Now, this stuff should go up here. And it should go into the ME system. And then as soon as this guy is done, actually, let's just take the rest out. We don't need to make it all. And now it's coming back. And it's going to go in here. It's going to make us the steel dust. And there it is. It's going to go up. And it should go back into the ME system. And then a second later, come out and go this way. Goes in. And there it comes out to get smelted. Awesome, guys. I am super stoked about this. I'm very happy this works now. Now, of course, I'm going to have to do a little bit of cleanup. Here between episodes, I want to make sure that all of these things here, you know, are nicely covered up. I don't want to see this. Even though, you know, I have more of these ready in the iBench, which is an amazing, amazing, amazing mod. I'm so happy that Bolt added that one. Ah, it makes our life so much easier. I don't really care much about this trash slot here because I had it in the iBench already. But it's nice to have. And we have access to everything. So I'm really happy that this works now. I'm gonna think about between episodes and give me your ideas. If you guys have any other idea on how we could connect this from over here. The auto crafting, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get rid of, guys. This is 8 items and this takes up 2, 4, 6, 8. These 4 I don't really need. but it takes up at least 8 block spaces to make sticks and stuff. And that is bonkers, okay? So I think that I'm going to come over with an ME cable and, like I said, have these as... I think I'm going to switch them over to storage drawers and then also use a drawer controller so it works just like the other ones and we can expand it and so on. But anyways, next episode, what I want to tackle is a greenhouse. Not exactly sure where I want to put it, to tell you the truth. I don't want to put it here. I kind of want to keep this open. I still want to make a little garden or, you know, seating area, that kind of thing here. This is going to stay Botania. And then over here, I think I'm going to put that bee building right there. And the actual bee breeding and so on is going to move to here. The botanical garden is going to be over here like it was planned. Very big. I have a lot of really cool plans and ideas for that. So maybe... I don't know where to put the greenhouse. Maybe put it right there. But that is a very small space. Now... I don't want to go into details, but I want to plant every one of the Botania flowers, those petals, for dyes. I'm sick and tired of not having dyes, and, well, if we have the petals all at 10, 10, 10, which is nice, then we just have endless dyes. You know what I mean? So, anyways, guys, let me know what you think about today, that we'll finally have everything hooked up, and now, of course, I can also, like, that triggered everything, make the rest of these machines. So 2 episodes, all because I was lazy to spend another hour and a half crafting stuff by hand, but it's gonna save us so much time over the future. And I'm really happy that it works with the sub network here, so I don't need to change any of that. And that gives me a lot of ideas what we can do with that. Anyways, guys, enough for today. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.